I'm here to give thanks to Almighty God, who has been faithful and gracious to me and my family. I came to know this church and our daddy here in the month of April 2016. And the problem that brought us here was the problem of my husband's illness. My husband was sick and he was going from one hospital to another. But then there was a time my brother Elder Matthew Alikali, he used to come and visit us. The day he directed my husband to our daddy here in this church, that was the end of his illness.
Let's bring our hands together for that testimony.
And then on that day, daddy asked my husband to bring his children, his family, so that he would pray with us. And my husband and I, we were able to bring all our children. We brought them here, and daddy prophesied into their life. And since then, the life of my children, the life of my family has never been the same. My children, in fact, formerly people will come to my house, they will thank God for the life of my family. They said I need to thank God that I'm having the children that are brilliant, they are God-fearing, they are this, they are that. But when they left, I used to ask myself, they are brilliant, they are with good certificates, they are God-fearing, but there is nothing good coming our way. So from the day we met daddy here, from that day till today that I'm standing before you now, the shame of setbacks in my family has been broken.
Amen.
I'm not here to take a lot of our time because you have had a lot of testimonies from my family. But what brought me out today, the one that I just said, is just to remind God that I'm grateful. But what brought me out today is the issue of my own health. Last month, I fell sick. And one morning, I woke up to discover that my stomach, one part was heavier than the other part. And I began to wonder. The leg, that side also was heavy. I could not eat, I could not take water. So if I do, I won't be able to breathe well. So my husband asked me to go and visit the hospital so that I can bring my hospital report to our daddy. When I went to Maria Goretti Hospital, the doctor, when I explained myself to him, he asked me to go for scan. And after everything, my result was that I'm having liver problem. And I was about to be sorrow, but I said no. I know who I'm serving. Yes. So that day was on Wednesday. I came here. Immediately after the communion service, I ran after daddy and I entered his office. He asked me what was the problem, and I told him, Daddy, I'm from the hospital because I'm not well. And they told me I'm having liver problem. He said, where is your report? I gave to him. He opened it and he asked me, do I believe that is my report? I said, no, Daddy. He now squeezed the report and threw it away. He carried up his anointing water and sprayed into my mouth. And he began to pray. As he was praying, commanding the liver to go back to its normal level, there was a commotion in my tummy. I don't even know what was happening in my tummy. But at the end of his prayer, when I answered amen, something just flew out of my body. And I became sick. And Daddy told me, go back now and bring another report. And now, well. And then, that day, the following day, that week, I went back for another scan. The doctor told me it is not possible that they used to repeat their scan after 2 weeks, that is their rule. I tried to convince him, he refused. Then I came back. When I came back, I met our daddy and I told him. He said, don't worry, you are no longer sick. Just come for your testimony. But when I left there, I still need to go back to hospital. And I went back for the other scan. My report here is that I'm normal.
It is not me that heal, it is Jehovah. The name Jesus surpasses every ailment. And when the name is called, the Bible says, all knees bow and every tongue is confessed. It's an order from heaven. So no force can resist it. That same name traveled into your body because God is your creator and adjusted what needs to be adjusted. This God is faithful. He's faithful. You will never experience it again. For 40 years they were in the wilderness. None of them were filled. Even their clothing did not wax gold. That is God. This testimony is permanent. In the name of Jesus. As the years goes by, I decree, so shall your age be renewed. Your strength be renewed. In the name of Jesus. It's done. In Jesus' name. There are some people who don't know how to thank God. But thank God for people who know how to thank Him. And if you thank Him, He said one came back and he came to give thanks. And they told him, he said, made whole. Today you are made whole. In the name of Jesus. Is it not in the same church that a woman came here and doctor has stitched her womb in 3 places? Then after prayer, we say go back to the same doctor. Went back to that place. And she came back and the doctor told her, nothing is wrong with your womb. I said, but he said they stitch it 3 times. What do you mean? I can't say there's no stitching around this place. This womb can carry 2 babies. Are you hearing what I'm saying? But never return. Give thanks. Because you have returned, today you are made whole. Amen. In the name of Jesus. Amen. One thing I want you to believe is this. It's not about the person, it's about God. So if you come to my office sometimes, if I need to blow you and I blow you, please bear in mind. Because some people fail to, when I received the report, I was talking, I said, Mommy, bring it. I drop it inside the basket. Okay? The report when they give me the hospital, don't squeeze the life. You may not understand. Somebody came one time again, she had multiple fibroids. And they said they must operate her. I said they won't operate you. And they said, see what they wrote in the report. I collected the report, I tear it. I said, go. The Bible says, whose report? When you believe. When you believe. So the report of the Lord concerning is that the fibroid is gone. And till today the fibroid is gone. Are you hearing me? Whatever report the devil has given to you, today we change it. I don't know what report they have given to you. They told you your liver is not working well. They told you your kidney is not functioning well. They told you your heart is not pumping well. They say your lungs is not working well. Today I change the report. In the name of Jesus. It is done. God bless you.